Okay, so I started out by cutting out the pattern, and I cut out my fabric. I think a lot of the confusing part of the instructions is that they break it down into way more steps than an experienced seamstress might need. So I kind of skipped to the very last step where it says sewing and started from there. So I cut out my pattern and I marked the circle dots on each piece of fabric for my elastics. I put the elastic as indicated, making sure it's not twisted. You want to make sure it's flat. And I pinned it in. And at that point, I sewed along the curved edge here, which after turning gave me something like this. I turned, and when you do two of them, then I put each one on top of another as such and pinned them along the flatter edge. And you can just sew just that edge and come up with something like this with an unfinished edge on the inside. But since it sounds like they're going to be reusing these, I was also doing an extra step and just making a French seam on the inside so it doesn't get too frayed. And that was it. Each one takes me about 8 or 10 minutes or so, including all of the cutting and pinning and sewing and everything, so they're not too bad.